Hey, welcome back to another tried and tested video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation up to 30-hour wear. I purchased mine in the shade 250. It comes in a 1 fluid ounce bottle like this, and it does have a pump. It comes in 24 different shades. It retails for $14.99. I actually ordered mine on Amazon because I could not find this in the store, so I'm super excited to be testing this out for you guys today. And I'm just reading about the foundation online. It is vegan, fragrance free. It is supposed to deliver a buildable coverage and up to 30-hour wear. It's light as air, it's infused with amino acids and gives a luminous matte finish. It is supposed to be kind of like a breathable formula. And I'm excited to test this out because I'm all about trying out new drugstore foundations. This one just got released and it's all the rage right now. Everyone's talking about it. So I'm actually gonna be applying this with my Real Techniques number 256 brush. I'm gonna apply this on the left side of my face. Now, if you are new to my channel, I have acne prone oily skin. I do have acne scars on the side of my face. I tend to get very oily kind of on my forehead T-zone area. I've got like normal slash combo slash oily skin. I do sometimes get a little bit dry just like around the sides like of my forehead where it kind of meets my hairline, but for the most part I would say I'm oily kind of combo skin type. Now, I only have a little bit of moisturizer on my face. That's it, no primer. So let's go ahead and get started. This does actually say to shake it well before using it. So let's go ahead and give this a good shake. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply 1 pump kind of on the back of my hand here. Okay, so that is with 1 pump. Definitely has kind of a thinner consistency. It's definitely runny. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this and go ahead and apply it to my face. So this is with 1 layer of the foundation, and I have to say this blended out like a dream, super lightweight, and it was so easy to kind of blend in on my skin. It hasn't accentuated any of my pores. I would say this is definitely kind of like a lighter to medium coverage foundation. I think you can definitely like build it up, but it does feel pretty lightweight on my skin. It has given me a little bit of coverage, not as much as I would have liked. So I'm gonna just take maybe a little bit more and apply some just in the areas where I want like a tiny bit more coverage, like on my cheeks here, just because I do have some larger pores like on my cheeks. And also I have some acne scarring like on the side of my face that I do want to kind of get a little bit more coverage and have the foundation fill up those spots. But I am really liking this. Does not have a fragrance, and I love that because I don't want a ton of fragrance and scents in my makeup products. I'm trying to stay away from that as much as possible, but also I'm very sensitive to fragrance. But yeah, this is what 1 layer of the foundation looks like. I'm gonna get to applying the rest of my face, and I'll be back to give you my thoughts. So I've applied the foundation, and I have to say my initial thoughts are that it feels amazing on my face. It's very easily blendable, very lightweight. It definitely has given me that Lumi matte, kind of like a soft glow from within type of look. You definitely do see a little bit of shine kind of still peeking through. You do still have a little bit of that glow kind of peeking through. So I prefer to be kind of on the full matte side of things, so I'm definitely gonna set this with a little bit of powder. But right off the bat, my first initial impressions are that it definitely lives up to its claims so far, and I love the shade. I think it matches really, really nicely with my neck, so I'm really happy about that. It was a really easy blendable foundation. I didn't have to work too hard to blend that in, and it hasn't accentuated any of my pores. So I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup. I'll be back to give you my thoughts. Okay, I'm back. I've applied the rest of my makeup. It is now 10 a.m., so I'm gonna be testing this foundation out throughout the entire day. I did set my foundation with a little bit of powder, the Tower 28 pressed powder in the shade Balboa Banana, which looks like this. And I did notice that when I was applying a little bit of powder that I did have a little bit of glow, which if you are into that, you will definitely like this product because it doesn't make you completely matte upon applying the product. You do have a little bit of glow and that kind of luminosity that still kind of peeks through. So I just wanted to note that because this is not like a completely mattifying foundation. So I'm curious to test this out because I am a matte girly. I like to be matte, so I'll see how this product wears throughout the day. Like I said, it's 10 a.m., so I will check back in a few hours to give you an update. I'm back. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's been roughly 5 hours since I've last applied the foundation, and this is what my face looks like. I am overall very pleased with how this has held up. I do notice a little bit of shine just kind of peeking through on my forehead and on my nose. But other than that, it has kind of kept me matte for the most part everywhere else. So my blush is still intact and the foundation hasn't creased at all, hasn't come off at all. I have not blotted or used any additional product or powder since I've last applied the foundation, and I've definitely put this to the test because I have been running around. I went outside, I went on my walking pad, did a little bit of cardio, nothing crazy, but you know, I was walking on my walking pad, getting my steps in, so I definitely did do a lot of moving around to kind of see and test the longevity of this product, but I'm very impressed with the formula. I think it's a very lightweight formula, does not feel heavy by any means at all on the face, and it's giving me just a really kind of natural but medium kind of buildable coverage, and it gives you that really natural glow slash kind of radiance, so it doesn't feel heavy, cakey, and it's just a really amazing formula so far. And I love the color match. I think it matches my neck perfectly, and so I'm overall just pleased with it, and I'm curious to see how it's going to wear the rest of the day. I'm not going to be doing any touch-ups. I'm not going to do any blotting whatsoever, and really just see how this wears. But yeah, so far very, very happy with this. And I like the fact that this also doesn't have any fragrance. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm very, very sensitive to products with like scents and fragrances, and I like how this does not have that. And so yeah, I'm gonna just keep wearing this the rest of the day, and I will be back this evening to give you my final thoughts. It is currently 8 o'clock at night, and this is what my foundation looks like. I have been wearing this for around 10 hours now, and you can clearly see some oiliness peeking through on my forehead and on my nose. I have a little bit of shininess going on there, but for the most part, my face looks pretty flawless. Everywhere else is pretty much matte. My foundation has not budged, it hasn't smudged, it hasn't moved anywhere on my face, and my blush is still intact, which is awesome. Usually by this time I'm a grease ball for those foundations that don't do a good job at keeping my oiliness at bay. I am typically like just oily all over, but this foundation held up amazingly. I have to say that this is an amazing formula. Like I said, I did not blot, I did not do any extra powder throughout the day, and yet my skin looks pretty dang good, especially for being an oily girly like me. This is definitely up there in kind of like my top 5 foundations because it's giving me that healthy, radiant glow without looking too oily or too greasy looking. And it's such a lightweight formula. It gives you that silky smooth finish without emphasizing pores, fine lines. I put this foundation to the test today. Like I said, I was walking around all day, I was outside, I went on my walking pad. I have done a lot of things and I wanted to really give this a solid test and see what my first impressions of it are. And I have to say, very happy with it. So if you're looking for something that's not going to be too heavy, that's not going to be cakey, that's going to give you that very kind of healthy, youthful, natural look, but give you coverage at the same time, and you want it to last all day, I would recommend checking this out. And it doesn't oxidize. So I was really happy also with the shade match. It blended seamlessly with my neck and it did not oxidize on me whatsoever. Again, like I said, did not emphasize any of my pores. It didn't crease anywhere. And so far, really liking this. I think that this is gonna be one of my go-to foundations when I'm looking for something a little bit more lightweight, but also with like medium kind of buildable coverage. And for the price tag, $14.99, can't beat it. So again, this is the Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation up to 30-hour wear. I will leave all the information down below as far as where to purchase this, along with everything that I'm wearing on my face. If you're curious, you can just check the description box down below for all the links. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found it helpful, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.